Hello. Well, things had not gone quite as planned. We had to postpone our vacation, and I honestly think it'll be better in the long run, anyways. But we'll be going in July now, so instead of today, we should have been on the road today. But that's okay. It's hot. It's so hot. I'm going to have to water my garden for the first time, this garden. Let me catch you up on some mistakes that have been made around here. One of the cotton patch geese had strangled itself right after I had shot the footage that I shared in the video of the cotton patch geese, and it was one of the females, so it's like a double blow. It was Wendell had forgot to turn the fence back on, and I normally come in and out. I had been, not so much now that it's so hot. Only come out like once in the afternoon to check the rabbits, but never even looked out there. And yeah, so that sucked. And then I had forgotten, because it had been raining so much, I did not even think, and I did not water my plants that were in grow bags. And I am now down a blueberry bush, which it was not a cheap one. Totally my fault. I kind of whoopsied with this garden and its placement. There's the geese. Wendell calls them the press because they rush him every time he gets here. He said he feels like the chief of police on a TV show or something, and then the press rushes him every time he gets out of his car. He loves the geese, by the way. Used to, say, "No, we're never getting them." They're his favorite, other than, like, the dogs and the horses. But, anyways, yeah, my garden should have been placed a little more east, because I expected more of it to be full sun. It is getting a decent amount of sunlight, except for like this one little spot over here where I actually have watermelons planted, so I don't know how well that's going to go. I've had a hard time with watermelons anyways, but I will come out here and I will water tonight. It's much easier with the kids, their ages and everything, and their personalities, and like, I would be a morning person, but it's hard to be a morning person when you don't get to go to sleep in the evenings. So, yeah, I'll come water here tonight. The big fail that has cost me, like, part of my crops, I did not even pause to consider the effects of the possibilities. I don't know, am I even saying that right? But if the soil had been contaminated because it came from cattle pasture, well, lesson learned. And not only did some of this get sprayed apparently with Grazon, some of it was so bad it totally fried the plants. I mean, that's what it looked like, because I'll show you. There's a couple different things that can cause it, but the nature of it all, yeah, it's my mistake, my big mistake. I'll just show you. These beans will pull through and produce This right here is a pumpkin that'll have the little pumpkins, and you know, people don't, they just think of them as a decorative thing, but you can eat them, and they're full of seeds. So if you like their seeds, I like pumpkin seeds. That's why I decided, really wanted to grow them. But anyways, these little things have been just riddled with bugs, and I didn't even stop to think about putting something on them. So much going on. But that's what that spray did. Let me show you this one. And yes, I need to weed out here, which I'm trying to let some things get, get bigger. If I let some of the stuff get more established, then I could let my geese out here. Although, I feel like the carrots, no matter what, they would probably just chow down on my carrots. I had actually planted a lot of beans, and apparently I planted them in probably the worst spot as far as that being in the soil. My corn, as you saw, the corn and the squash are not affected by it. The beans and the tomatoes, and I'm going to guess quite a few of the grains and the flowers are, because none of the grains and only some of the flowers have sprouted. So this, which they are starting to pull through, I'm guessing maybe it leaches out of the soil. I don't know, but yeah, that's what it does. Messes them up. And just for the record, I wanted to, you know, have like an organic garden. Not being certified, I just want like clean, healthy food. So that, it like is disappointing to have the crop, you know, lost or messed up. But on another level, it's like, you know, that obviously I'm having a hard time putting it into words, and like I said, it's my fault. I wish stuff like that didn't even exist. I mean, life would be so much simpler. Okra, hit the okra hard. That's like all shriveled up basically. So yeah, what I might do in here as far as the weeds, there's 3 little spots of little fine plants, and if I put some sort of little like wire cage around them, I should be able to let the geese in here. So it's probably what I'll do. They'll appreciate it. So these carrots seem to be doing great. I've really got to get on a watering routine now that it has stopped raining all the time. And those are cucumber. It's a lemon balm. It's in a pot. I've been using that. As a matter of fact, I stuffed a chicken that I cooked with lemon balm and lemon basil and onions, salt and pepper and garlic on the top. And my dad in particular really liked it, and he's picky. I said it, he's picky. But yeah, so you know, kind of trying a 3 sisters thing here, and I don't think I'm going to plant the beans out here now because I don't know. This is mostly, especially right here, this is what was already here from my previous garden. So maybe it'll do okay, but I feel like I should let the corn get a little bit larger before I try and plant the beans. I've also planted a lot of beans along my yard fence in my other garden. Look here. That's cool. I think this is a a filled pumpkin. I don't remember which one I got. And then I've got other squash, zucchini planted out here. There it is. Well, it's hard to see. So, pretty excited. So, in the past I talked about letting some chickens out here, and I still intend to do that, but I haven't got a setup for it yet, and I don't want a lot of them out here in this space. You know, 2 or 3 would be plenty, and not for very long. The one rooster in particular, he can still fly. I've never clipped his wings, and if I let him out, he comes in here and he ate part of my corn and stuff. He might have actually ate all the grains that I had planted as buffers between my different kinds of corn. I planted sunflower in between them too. So, excuse me. On a couple of the varieties, the one row only has 2 varieties in it, and my intention was just to save some corn from like this corner and the opposite corner of it, so that I should have some, pure of those varieties. It's Painted Mountain and Glass Gem. Alright, I'm gonna have to wrap this up, which I wanted it to be short anyways, but allergies are kind of getting to me. But speaking of chickens, last weekend, that's how delayed I am on everything. Last weekend we processed most of the chickens that we had to process. We ran out of time because eventually Wendell had to take over and start doing it by himself, because I had to go in and go to bed so that I could wake up when the kids got up. And I mean, we had a nice rhythm going while it was both of us out there. I think I got a mosquito on my leg. And then there was a few of them that he let go because they weren't big enough yet, because we were free ranging them and I was only feeding them once a day. So lots of stuff, lots of little tweakings that we will do in the future. There's nothing graphic in it. Like towards the end, I will show you a comparison between one we should not have dispatched because it was too small and a nice sized bird. But one looks like a rubber chicken and the other one looks like a chicken you would get at the store. And I do give you a heads up, so if you want to stop it before then. Sorry about the bouncing. Trade hands. Arm is getting tired. But yes, so I think that covers everything. It's messed up with the garden, no vacation. I did say that the goose was accidentally strangled, the cotton patch goose. Oh goodness, I can't even remember what I was just talking about. Great. Yeah, accidentally left the fence off. Accidentally left the fence off. And right after I'd shot that footage of cotton patch geese, one of the females, she strangled herself. So, anyways, that's it. And that's all. And, enjoy the next segment and you get to see Wendell for like a minute because, well, I'll tell you about it then. I feel like most of what we do can be summed up as, that didn't go as planned. We are now out here in the evening, that's night, the sun's going down, with a headlight and a heat lamp because somebody forgot what he did with the light bulbs. And we are processing chickens.
Yay.
Yeah. There was delay after delay, We were out here at 4 o'clock in the morning catching the birds because they have been totally free ranging. Like, they went rogue. I will never intentionally completely free range meat birds again. They went rogue. They started being nasty, started bullying other birds. Some of them Now, there are a couple that we have kept to see if maybe we might end up... I've got some other birds to cross them with, and we might raise our own meat birds in the future. But it's just me and Wendell. And let's see, we caught them and they're gone rogue. We've let a couple go free. There was one rooster in particular. He's so personable. And he's like, he didn't hang out with all the other birds. He'd follow us to go feed. You'd find him in other places eating food. Like, I don't know. He seems like he's halfway intelligent or something. But if you don't want to see chickens in the process of being processed, which, I mean, they're so close, they're so close to what they look like at the store, except one has head and feet and the other doesn't. I'm going to show you a comparison since we free range them on a couple, like one that probably should not have been processed. We should have let it go longer. We're going to end up penning these birds up. And as a matter of fact, when we're on vacation, I don't think we're going to let anything free range, even though my brother will be here to take care of everything. But, yeah, if you don't want to see them, just look away now or skip it. And that was your warning. All right. So this is... I turned on the camera and then I thought, oh man, this is probably going to gross somebody out. But we're leaving the necks on most of them because Wendell likes the neck. This one is okay, like, you know, a decent amount. This one, he's like, oh, I should have let that one go longer. Since they were free ranging, you know, even though we were feeding them, they just... It was... I am videoing. We've gotten a handful that were a little too small. So when he notices, he lets him go again. And anyways, this is what we're doing today, this evening.
Hi.
If you are still with me after that, one of the things that was a setback as well is we have a plucker and we have never taken it out of the box or put it together, so that took a while. Wendell had to go get ice, and that took a little while. Then he had to put together the turkey fryer, which we are using for a scalder. So that took a while. Is that the one I just did, or is that the one? You insulted me. He went back in after I did. Yeah, I know. Well, this is it. For this time, I'm gonna go eat something real quick. My mom's here hanging out with the kids. She actually went and got food, ironically. This was supposed to have been an AM operation. Yeah, I guess you say that. Anyways, we were gonna do it in the morning and it didn't work out, and now we're out here in the evening, but we're making good timing. And Mom went and took the kids, picked up dinner. So kind of like going grocery shopping and then you stop and get pizza on the way home, sort of a thing.
Every day's an adventure with you.
Yeah. Well, here, say bye, Wendell. See you next time. No, yes, come back here. You got confused.
Bye. Do that. I'll just wire your whole house for fun. I got 99 problems, but a switch ain't one. Doom, 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 doom.